Okay, so we have 3 times x plus 2 plus 3. And then that equals 4 times x minus 4. I keep mashing the screen advance button. Plus 4. Alright. What's our first step? Kaylee?
Simplify all that we can simplify.
Alright, simplify, which means our first thing that we're going to do to simplify. Stanton? Distributed property. And this time we actually have it on both sides of the equation. So I have to do 3 times x and 3 times 2, which gives me
3x plus 6 plus 3.
right. So on the left-hand side, we have 3 times x, which is 3x, and 3 times 2, which is 6, plus the 3. And then on the right-hand side, we have
4x minus 16 plus.
all right. And then again, it is a positive 4 times a negative 4, so it's a negative or minus 16. All right. And then from there, we combine our like terms, which on the right-hand side would be negative 16 and positive 4, which gives me negative 16 and positive 4, negative 12, so minus 12. And then on the left, we have positive 6 and positive 3, which gives me positive 9. All right, so now we're down to what we had on the quiz that we just finished taking or retaking or taking for a third time, or in Cole's case still haven't taken. So our first step here, once we get it simplified, is
Minus 4x, 4 minus 3x.
right. We can either move 3x over to the right, or I can move 4x over to the left by subtracting. I'll just do minus 4x. So on the right, my 4x's go away, and I'm left with
Minus x.
negative 12. Guys, again, this is one thing that I see a lot of people making a mistake of. They'll get rid of their x's, and then they'll go, oh, I'll have less 12. No, you have minus 12. What's 4x minus 4x? 0. And what's 0 minus 12?
Negative.
Negative 12. It's not 12, okay? So remember, the subtraction signs don't go with what precede them. They go with what follows them. So if the 12 is after the minus, then it's going to be a negative 12. All right? Then on the other side, 3 minus 4x gives me negative 1x plus 9. And then I'll subtract 9 from both sides. So I get negative 1x equals negative 21. And now this time I can't drop the 1 off because it is a negative 1. So I do need to divide through by negative 1. So I get x equals
Negative
positive
21.
positive 21.
21.
And once again, if you have a calculator, which you should all have a scientific calculator, then you can come up to the original problem and do 3 times 21 plus 2. Even without a scientific calculator, I mean, this is just order of operations. I can do 21 plus 2, which is 23, times 3, and add 3 to it, and figure out what that side equals. And on the other side, I have 4 times 21 minus 4 plus 4. So even without a scientific calculator, I mean, this is quick. If I do the parentheses first, so I have 21 plus 2 is 23, and then I multiply that times 3, gives me 69, and add 3 to that, and gives me 72. So on the left-hand side, if I plug in 21, I get 72. And on the right-hand side, I have 21 minus 4, which is 21 minus 4 is 17. And then I can multiply that times 4. And then I can add 4 to that. And I get 72. So, that's a really quick, easy way to make sure that the solution I got is, in fact, the correct solution to that problem. So, if you finish early, don't be in such a hurry to turn it in so that way you can go, I'm done, and commence twiddling your thumbs for the remainder of the class period. Okay, if you finish early, take the time, plug your answers in your calculator and double check and make sure that they work. All right.